Now that we have installed the add-on for Pear Deck and we have added the extensions for Pear Deck PowerUp and Immersive Reader, now I'm going to show you how to get to this menu here so it looks like this so that we can adjust our settings. So default is that all of these things are turned off and we need to make sure that all these things are turned on. So I'm going to go to Pear Deck. And you'll see the first thing that I see here is to require student logins. And you want to require these student logins so that your takeaways at the end of your Pear Deck session, you can send those to the students. So what that does is it captures what they learned during the lesson and your feedback that you gave them. And then you can send that to the students, and you would send it to the student that their exact answers and your feedback went to. So it doesn't go to random students, it goes to the student that you talked to during the session. So you want to make sure that this is turned on, and then you can add your link for them to join a session, whether that's a live session or an asynchronous session, and you can add that link to connect to it through the Google Classroom. So it's going to be that same account. So you just want to make sure that you're requiring that. So over here, the hamburger menu was how I got to that one. But to get to the rest of your sessions, you can either click here to review sessions or start a lesson. Either one of these would work to get you there. I'm going to go to a review session, but you can see that I can get easily to this menu here. I can see home and sessions here, and over here is where I'm going to go. So I know that my screenshot looked a little small because you can see that it does in fact look a little bit small. I'm just going to pinch it to make it a little bit bigger so that you can see here is my login, and this crown over my initial shows that I have premium access. So if you do not see that you have premium access, that would require a help desk ticket to Vangelis so that you can have that premium access. I do not have the rights to give you premium access, but that would be something that he would have to um, fix for you. So I'm going to click on this little drop down there, and I can see my account information, and I'm going to review my account. And now I can see my settings. So it says settings right here. It says your plan, your premium. Here's where you can get help if you have questions about your account. But again, if you have something about your account not being premium, that's not a question for them. That's a question for Vangelis. And then I'm going to click on settings. So here I'm going to go over some of these settings. School climate. This is going to check for the students for their mood, all of those SEL, the social emotional learning feedback, that's going to collect it automatically as long as you have it on. So you need to turn it on. Immersive Reader, we turned on the extension so that any website that you go to, you can hear it read out loud, but Immersive Reader is also integrated into Pear Deck, so turn that on. Google Classroom, like I just said, make sure that you turn that on so that the kids can access your lessons straight from a link so they don't have to go out to a separate website and try to get logged in the middle of your session, because sometimes it makes it really difficult for them to see their session. Takeaways you want turned on, that again was what I was telling you, that the feedback and a published review of your lesson will be given to that individual student with their answers that they had put in there so that then they can be thinking about what was correct and what was not correct so that they can go back and think about those things. You want to require the student logins, and you want to make sure that they're logging in with their Google account because that is the one they're logging into their Google Classroom. So you want to make sure that those things are turned on. So make sure all of those things are turned on and you're all set.